Hello students, this is the topic regarding cash flow statement from the management accounting. In simple terms, we can define it like how much a business gets in cash and how much it pays in cash. And the purpose of cash flow is to provide information about cash receipt and cash payments during a particular period. So why we need cash flow statement? What does an organization do with the huge profit it makes every year? The answer is you will not find from the balance sheet, not from the profit and loss. As balance sheets provides information regarding the assets and liabilities, and profit and loss provides you information regarding the financial performance. So, for knowing the answer, we need a statement that gives information on the major sources of cash receipts and cash payments. Cash flow statement allows us to understand how a company's operations are running, where its money is coming from, and how it is being spent. It helps in assessing enterprise liquidity, flexibility, profitability, and risk. Now, what is the importance? To determine the enterprise rate of return or value, to assess the ability of an enterprise to generate cash and cash equivalents. It helps to identify the sources from where cash inflows have arisen within a particular period and also shows the various activities where cash was utilized. It shows if a business is running out of money, even if it is profitable. It makes clear how much money was used to purchase property and equipment. The purpose. Comparison with the cash budget. A cash budget is prepared at the commencement, but the cash flow is prepared at the end of the year. Cash flow helps in planning the repayment of loan schedule and repayment of the fixed assets. It helps in efficient and effective management of cash. It is very useful in evaluation of cash position. Based on AS3, it presents cash generated and used in three types of activities, that is operating, investing and financing. So cash flow structure is divided under three categories: operating activities, investing activities and financing activities. Operating activities. The inflows are receipt from customers for sale of goods and services, and the cash outflows in the operating activities are payment to suppliers and employees for materials and services and payment to government for taxes and duties. Under investing activities, the sources are receipt from sale of investments and collection of loans, receipt from sale of fixed assets, receipt from interest and dividend. And the outflows are payment for purchase of fixed assets and payment to government for taxes and duties. Under financing, the inflows are receipt from issuance of share capital, receipt from debentures, receipt from other borrowings, and the outflows are payment of dividend, payment of interest, and payment for buyback of share capital and redemption of debentures. Indian Accounting Standards. It notifies by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs, which are converged with the International Financial Reporting Standards. These are formulated by Accounting Standard Board of Institute of Chartered Accounts of India. The purpose is to remove variations and bring standardization. AS3 is applicable on the companies after 1/4/2004. And the conditions are enterprise whose equity or debt securities are listed, which are in the process of listed, banks including cooperative banks, financial institutions, enterprise carrying on insurance business, all commercial, industrial and business reporting whose turnover for the immediately preceding accounting period on the basis of audited statements exceed 50 crores. All commercial, industrial and business reporting enterprises having borrowing including public deposit in excess of 10 crores, holding and subsidiary companies, and the enterprise which do not fall in any of the above, they are encouraged to apply this. Now, what are the methods for operating cash flows? There are two methods for cash flow under the operating method: direct method and indirect. Direct method, major classes of gross cash receipts and gross cash payments are disclosed. Under indirect method, profit or loss is adjusted for the effects of transactions of a non cash nature any deferrals or accruals of past or future operating cash receipts or payments. Now, users of cash flow statement. The users are management. These are the internal users for analyzing the performance and position, employees for assessing the company's profitability and consequences on the future remuneration and securities, owners analyzing the viability and profitability of their investment and determining any future course of action. External users, these are the creditors for determining the creditworthiness, tax authorities, credibility of tax, investors, feasibility of investing in the company, customers for assessing the financial position of suppliers. Now, what do users use the financial statement for? They use the statements for the risk assessment, for knowing the liquidity and solvency of the company, trend analysis. The users use cash flow statement from several accounting periods to determine the trends. Is there any positive, stable, or decreasing trend? Enterprise ability to meet its obligations and ability to pay taxes and dividend. The reasons for the difference between net profit and associated cash receipts and payments. Now, what are the limitations? Cash flow statement cannot be equated with the income statement. An income statement takes into account both cash as well as non-cash, but therefore, net cash flow does not necessarily mean net income statement. The cash balance as disclosed by the statement may not represent the real liquid position. Interpreting. It is difficult to interpret data in cash flow. Now, how it can be prepared? Operating activities, we take net profit before tax, then we make adjustments for non-cash, non-operating items like depreciation, loss on sale of assets, gain is deducted, interest is added, interest received is deducted. So expenses which are not relating to operated, these are added and incomes are deducted. So it comes operating profit before working capital changes. Then we add in this increase in current liabilities and decrease in current assets, and deduct increase in current assets and decrease in current liabilities. And lastly, we deduct income tax paid. And here comes net cash flow from operating. Now next is investing. Investing inflows and outflows. So inflows are and outflows are purchase of fixed assets outflow, so minus, purchase of long term minus, sale added, sale of long term investment added, interest received added, dividend received added. So here comes net cash from investing. And the last is financing. Financing proceeds from the share capital, long-term borrowing, debentures, interest paid is deducted, dividend paid is deducted. So here comes net cash flow from financing. So here comes the total of three, that is operating, investing, and financing. In this, we add opening cash balance. So we get closing cash balance. And cash balance means cash and cash equivalents. Thank you.